would you say if I told you things had never changed and we'll find a way to take our dreams and rearrange them? Who'd believe that we could be in love again? So let's just pretend that you and me can be just good friends.
Don't put any more calls through to me, please, Penny, dear. Penny? Hello, anyone there? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, good. No calls, dear?
None that I'm aware of, sir, no.
No, love. I don't want any calls put through to me.
Oh, I see.
Is everything all right, Penny? You sound distant.
Do I? Oh, you're coming through loud and clear this end, sir.
No, I mean, good grief. Look, Penny, for the last week or so, you haven't been your old self. I wondered if anything was wrong. You're not pregnant, are you?
No, sir, definitely not pregnant.
Ah, well, you stick to your job, love. A career never gave anyone stretch marks.
Thank you for the advice, sir. You don't want any more calls put through?
No, I'm going to be rather busy for the next few hours.
Okay. I'll wake you about 3.
Guess what?
You're in love again.
Isn't it wonderful?
Wonderful. Who is it this time? Anyone you know?
What's his name? Oh, you know him, the new guy in media. Oliver. He used to be in Home Computers, and it shows. He's got lots of thrust. He knows what he wants, and he goes out to get it.
You didn't have to show this one what to do, then?
Bitch. He tried to tell me he was a bachelor at first. I thought, yes, the only thing that's bachelor about you, love, is the peas you had at lunchtime. I mean, you can just tell, can't you? He emptied all my cigarette butts from the car's ashtray, refused to let me bite his neck, even put his socks in my Alibaba basket without me having to ask. Oh, don't get me wrong, Penny. I'd be the last person in the world to break up a happy marriage. Well, not unless it was absolutely necessary. But he's on the rocks anyway. His wife understands him. There's some paperwork here for AJ.
What?
Paperwork for AJ. AJ Styles, remember him? He's that boring old fart you work for. Really, Penny, you haven't heard a single word I've said.
No, but I've heard everything, Miss Perhaps you'd care to pop in and see the boring old fart. Good morning.
You silly...
I didn't realize.
But what's wrong with you? You seem to be in a world of your own. You're not pregnant, are you?
No, I'm not. If I'd been pregnant every time I forgot to switch the intercom off, I'd have more children than the Nolans. If you must know what's wrong, well, it's Vince.
Vince?
That chap I was telling you about last week.
Oh, the one you were supposed to marry 5 years ago.
Yes. And then at the last minute, he discovered he was allergic to confetti.
Well, what about him?
Well, I'm trying to find a way of telling him, gently, that I don't want to see him anymore.
I see. Well, whenever I decide to send a man toddling off home to his wife, I choose something rather expensive to wear. And when they ask me how I can afford it on a secretary's salary, I tell them I do a little bit of blackmailing for pin money. It's never failed yet.
You seem to be forgetting Vincent isn't the marrying kind.
Oh, of course.
See, I want to tell him that it's all over between us, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt him.
I should have thought that had been the last of your considerations after the way he's treated you.
Yes, but if I adopt the same callous attitude, I'd simply be lowering myself to his standards. Oh, it seems so silly. I can't just say, Vincent, I don't wish to see you anymore. I'm sorry, but it's for the best.
Well, why don't you just say that to him?
I can't.
Why not?
Because he hasn't phoned me for the last 3 weeks. It's a very casual relationship.
Casual? It sounds positively slack, love. I see the problem now. How do you finish with someone who's totally ignoring you?
Yes, and I've got to do it soon. Before he forgets I ever existed. Listen, Elaine. Do you think that I ought to go and see him and tell him that I don't want to see him?
I shouldn't. Look, Penny, I don't want to sound like a prophet of doom, but have you thought that maybe he's met someone else?
No. No, I hadn't thought of that.
Is he the kind who'd two-time you?
My Vince? Oh, yes.
Does he mean much to you?
Oh, no. No, of course not. No, I've lived without him for the past 5 years, and I could quite easily carry on without him for the rest of my life.
That much, eh?
Yes. How can I find out if he has met someone else?
Ask him.
He'd lie.
How do you know?
He's a liar.
I see. You know, some time ago, I became suspicious of a guy I'd been seeing, so one night I went through his diary. Sure enough, he had a date with another girl the following evening.
What did you do? Did you just finish with him?
No! I stole all his money from his wallet. Every brass farthing, credit cards, the lot. The following evening, he made a complete ass of himself in a restaurant. The new love had to buy the meal, and the magic seemed to go from the romance. Then I finished with him.
God, I wish I could be as nasty as you.
Think nothing of it.
No, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced you're wrong. Vincent's changed a lot, and if he did have someone else, I'm sure he'd have the decency to admit it.
That's what Oliver's wife said about him. Ciao.
It's Sutton Court going 2 lengths clear at the line, number 55. Sutton Court is the winner. 55 Sutton
Tina,
Court.
can I have a word, love?
31 Lone Raider.
Don't ever accept any more bets like this.
Why, what's wrong with it? It's laid out right, isn't it? It's on one of our betting slips.
Yeah, that part of it's okay. But we have a hard and fast rule in this establishment. All bets must be written in English.
What's that then?
This is a little-known form of ancient Urdu. It's usually found on parchment and comes complete with a curse.
It's written in biro.
Yeah, we know it's written in Biro. What we don't know is what it says. For all I know, we may have accepted a reverse forecast on the Punjabi Derby. Just keep your eyes open if you're dressing.
Settling down. Main Dipper is first to go on. Main Dipper leading, followed by Lone Raider in second. Then Secret Finale. They're being chased by Golden Beach. Then Flymore, followed by Sutton Court. And then reaching first by the hurdle is Main Dipper leading from Lone Raider. Then Secret
Can I help you, love?
Thank you, yes. I'd like to do a bet.
Well, we have been known to accept bets from time to time.
Yes, of course. How does one actually go about doing a bet?
Well, one will find a betting slip and a pen over on the shelf. Then one fills out the bet and one brings it back to me.
Fine. Thank you very much.
What do you say this is, Vince?
Ancient Urdu.
I thought it was just badly written.
It is. It's badly written, Ancient Urdu.
How's them accounts coming then, Vincey?
Well, lovely, Stan. My compliments to the chef.
Well, they're not that bad.
Stanley, these books have got more fiddles than the London Philharmonic. It's all go, isn't it, Stan?
Friday's always the same. Rushed off your feet.
Eddie Brown's Turf Accountants. Oh, hello, Monty. Hold on. Do you want to take £1,000 win treble the first 3 favours that you Toxita?
£1,000? Oh, that's too heavy for us, Vince. Oh, no way. Definitely not. £1,000.
We'll take it, Monty. Yeah. See you.
Here, let me ask you something. Who's in charge here?
Now, go on, Stan. I ain't heard this one.
You are the assistant manager. I make the decisions.
Stanley, so far today, you have decided to turn down good business, give fraud a bad name, and to accept a bet on an elephant race. In my opinion, you are to bookmaking what Wayne Sleep is to rugby league. No offence.
None taken.
Now, do you want the responsibility, or do you want to delegate it?
You carry on, Vince.
You carry on putting your feet up, Stan, and dream about your retirement. I bet you won't know what to do with yourself, will you?
Yeah, that's the trouble. I've always led an active life.
You used to be able to walk when you were younger, didn't you, Stan?
That's right. Oh, feeling a bit peckish. I don't know what I'd do without you, Vince.
About 18 months, judging from this mess.
Here, have a look at this betting slip.
What's this one written in? Bantu or Cherokee?
Some posh just written out a bet and put thank you very much at the bottom.
Takes all sorts, Stan. I'll handle this one, team.
Hurdle. It's Lone Raider now the leader. Being followed
Hello,
by
Ben.
Secret Finale.
Vincent! Is this your betting shop?
Yes, this is where I work, Penelope.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Oh, you were looking for any old betting shop, were you?
Oh, yes.
I didn't know you'd become a gambler.
Well, I'm not really a gambler, more of a flutterer. I don't know that much about horses, mostly about the jockeys. Well, actually, I don't really know that much about the jockeys either.
That's what I was thinking. These are dogs.
All right, I wanted to talk to you. Look, it's lunchtime. Shall we go and have a drink?
I can't, Pen. I've got Utoxeter.
Should you be at work with it?
No, Pen, it's not an ailment, it's a racecourse.
Oh, I see. I was worried for a minute.
Were you?
Isn't there somewhere private we could talk?
Hold on. Come back here. Stan's just gone to lunch. Well, carry on. This is a businesswoman.
Businesswoman? Those people might think I'm a hooker.
Oh, don't worry about it, Pen. There's loads of them round here. Sit yourself down. So,
Sorry?
you wanted to talk?
Yes, I wondered if everything was all right. Wondered what you've been doing lately. Have you been going out?
Going out? Yes, I've been going out.
Good, good. Hate to think of you just sitting there in that flat. Who have you been going out with?
Friends?
Friends?
Yeah, just a few drinks with me mates.
Oh, you mean you've just been going on pub crawls?
Pen, my friends are not pub crawlers.
Come on, Vince. The majority of your mates have spent most of their lives on all fours.
Did you just come here for a fight, Pen? I mean, what do you want from life? A cauliflower ear, or has your mother promised you an iron cross?
I came here to find out why you hadn't phoned me for the last 3 weeks.
Were you expecting me to phone you after our last meeting? You made it perfectly clear then you wanted nothing else to do with me.
How?
You screamed at me in a crowded hamburger bar. You accused me of being everything from an acid bath murder to an Argentinian. You squirted tomato ketchup at me.
My God, you're so immature.
I'm immature.
Didn't you wonder why I was behaving like that?
Well, I was a bit curious.
Vincent, you told me we were going to dinner at the National Sporting Club.
Did I?
Yes. That's why I was wearing the full-length evening dress and fox fur cape.
I wondered about that.
Didn't it even cross your mind to ask?
To be honest, no. I had my mind firmly fixed on that barrage of ketchup.
I missed you.
Only because I ducked. Pen. Hold on. Eddie Brown's of accountants? Sorry? No, madam, you've got the wrong place. Try the garden centre. Yeah, that's perfectly all right. My pleasure. Bye.
Margaret?
Margaret?
Who's Margaret?
Stan's wife. What are you doing with his diary?
Oh, I just picked it up. I love the smell of leather.
They sell magazines for people like you. Now, where were we?
Oh, I don't know where we were. It's impossible trying to think in here. Can't we go somewhere?
Well, not right now, Pen. I'm the only one in the office.
Well, when then?
This evening?
Fine.
Good. We can all go to this little nightclub I know down by the river.
Sounds lovely. All? What do you mean we can all go? This isn't a firm's Beano, is it, Vincent?
No, Pen, it's just a couple of friends of mine. Mike and Rosalind. You'll like them, they're nice people.
I should look forward to it. Shall I meet you there?
No, it's silly taking 2 cars, Pen. I'll tell you what, I'll pick you up by that little parade of shops, 8:30 sharp.
Fine.
5-2, Chepstow, on 5-2.
I'll see you there.
Fine.
The Newmarket 445 straight quarter.
Bye. Oh, and, thank you very much, miss.
Oh, darling, fancy a pancake roll.
Wanna go to a party, darling?
Where the hell have you been?
Sorry, mate, Pen. There was a steward's inquiry at Chepstow. I had to wait for a late result. Then I had to rush home, shower and change.
Vincent, I have been leered at, propositioned, and almost arrested for soliciting.
Pen, I haven't even eaten.
Oh, poor man.
Go on, get in.
Look, I'm sorry.
Get in. I'm just popping in the shop. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't introduced you, have I? Pen, this is Mike and Rosalind. Come on, Chris, Pen. Sure you're all right, Pen?
Yes, honestly, I'm fine. It's just all the noise and the smoke in there. I'd like to have a little walk.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll come with you.
Nice. I wanted us to be alone, just you and me. There's something I want to ask you.
Okay.
Is there someone else?
No, just us two, Pen.
No, Vince. I mean, do you have someone else? A girl?
Oh. Well, besides Jane Fonda, Lulu and Bananarama, no one.
I'm trying to be serious. Look, Vince, don't you think it's about time we started being truthful with each other? We're not children anymore. Well, at least I'm not. I'm 26 years of age, and I'm not afraid of the truth.
You're 27.
Right? 27. Vince, look into my eyes.
Go, what you trying now, hypnosis?
Vince, please, tell me the truth.
What is the point, Pen? You never believe a word I say.
Yes, I will, I promise. Just truth, please. Is there someone else?
No, Ben, there isn't.
You liar. You make Hans Christian Andersen look like a factual reporter.
Look, Ben, I don't know if I can handle all this bitterness anymore. I've been trying to prove something to you and I failed, and it's beginning to affect my life. Yes, it's affecting me. I'm losing sleep, I lack concentration, I'm uncertain of myself. I've tried everything to cure it. Psychoanalysis, meditation, filling salts. It's not only my life you're affecting, it's other people's. Total strangers.
Like who?
Like the guy in the hamburger bar.
What guy in the hamburger bar?
The guy sitting directly behind me. And with ketchup on his collar, remember? It's your fault. I think it's my fault, isn't it?
At last, we've agreed on something. And will you stop sucking on that ridiculous plastic cigarette? You sound like a blocked drain.
At this moment in time, I feel like a blocked drain. Look, Pen, just tell me something. What does it matter to you if I have got another girl? I mean, we're nothing special to each other, are we? We're just good friends, as you constantly remind me.
Well, maybe I don't want us to be just good friends anymore.
Well, thank you very much. After all the money I spent on those tickets.
I didn't mean it that way.
Look, Pen, I don't know what way you mean anything anymore. And I can't argue with you on an empty stomach. I'm going back to the club, find a table in the restaurant and feed my face. Perhaps you'll join me later when and if you feel better.
I've always enjoyed watching you eat.
Really?
Helps me come to terms with dieting. Oh, you finished now?
For the moment. Would you like a little something? Fruit salad? Cheese and bickies? Suckling pig?
No, thank you. I eat at the proper time.
How does it feel to be perfect in every way?
It annoys you that I've led a decent life, doesn't it, Vincent?
What annoys me, Pen, is your type of becoming extinct. How many are left? Just you and a flying nun? Look, would you like a brandy or something, or shall we go?
Let's go.
Fine.
No, I think I'll have that brandy.
2 brandies, please.
Yes, sir.
Pen, what's wrong with you?
Can't you tell, Vince?
What?
God, what a zonko. Vincent, you are the most cretinous, slow-witted, irritating moron that I've ever come across.
Don't mince words with me, Pen. Have you got something to say?
Yes. I love you. Is it that much of a surprise?
Well, it's pleasant, but it's still a surprise. Pen,
Your brandy, sir.
thank you.
Madam?
Thank you.
Will that be all, sir?
Thank you.
Your bill, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, you're, head over heels in love with me, are you?
No, I'm not bloody head over heels in love with you. Just a little bit.
Pen, I love you as well.
Liar.
Oh, don't start that again.
If you're in love with me, why are you seeing another girl?
I'm not seeing another girl.
There's no point in denying it. I have proof. Is she very special to you?
Well, why don't you introduce me to her and I'll tell you?
Look, this fell out of your diary tonight.
Don't make diaries like I used to.
Tomorrow night, somebody called Anne.
Anne? Oh, that Anne.
You rat.
Now, hold it, Pen. Before you start squirting things at me, let me explain. Anne is an abbreviation.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Vincent. Should I have called her Annabelle?
No, Pen. Anne is an abbreviation of anniversary. You've forgotten, haven't you?
No. Which anniversary?
It will be 8 years ago tomorrow that we first met.
Will it?
I've always made a note of that day. Even the years we weren't together, I still made a note of it. I was hoping that if things had been a little happier between us, we could have gone out tomorrow night to celebrate. Take in a show, make a real evening of it.
You see, I thought Anne, but... Oh, hell. I've made a complete fool of myself, haven't I?
Yes.
Oh, don't rub it in, Vince, please. Oh, you must have wondered what was happening. All those silly tantrums and the jealousy.
Well, you could say that. What I still don't understand is why you took the money from my wallet.
Well, I thought if you didn't have any money, you wouldn't be able to take her to... Ah, you knew? You saw me doing it?
No, but Mike and Rosalind did. They just said, do you realise while you were in the off-licence, that girl mugged you? Don't worry, I made excuses.
Thank you.
I told them you were a kleptomaniac.
You told them what?
Well, I had to say something fast, Pen. They were going to call the police.
The police? Well, I wasn't going to steal the money.
I know that, Pen.
Why didn't you say anything to me?
I didn't say how it was important.
Do you really love me?
No.
Liar. Thank you for not mentioning the money. That was very sweet of you.
Yes. Then again, I couldn't have said too much. After all, it was your money.
Sorry?
But didn't I tell you? That bet you did this afternoon came up.
Oh, you mean you were going to give that money to me?
Beginner's luck, eh?
Yes, it must be.
Do you still fancy going out tomorrow night to celebrate? I could phone the theatre from here, book the seats on a credit card.
Why not?
Thought we could go and see Cats.
Make a nice change from going to the dogs.
Absolutely. Oh, Pen, I've just remembered something.
You're not suddenly busy tomorrow night, are you, Vincent?
No, could you let me have one of my credit cards back, please?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Your bill, sir.
Do you want me to pay for this, Pen?
Oh, no, allow me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. It's rather a lot of food down here. I didn't eat anything. Do you have all of that? Right, isn't it?
Good evening. My name's Vincent Pinner. Could I speak to Anne, please?